Okay, everybody, so we just finished the tutorial for Smokey Eye, and if you didn't see that, make sure you scroll down and look at it. It's a little longer, but it's kind of two tutorials in one. I did a daytime look and then transitioned that to a nighttime look. And if you'll lean forward, Angel, and let him get a good look of that Smokey, that's all the grays and the blacks, some nudes and some neutrals, and all the colors are in the tutorial for that if you are interested in that. I also used the Perfect Eyeliner, the Precision Liner. The best thing about this liner is it's waterproof. Once that puppy's on, it doesn't move, it stays all day, but they go on super smooth and easy, and they're just beautiful. So now she's going to do a tutorial for you on how to apply the mascara. We're going to do a base coat of transplant gel, then another coat of transplant gel, fibers, and then seal it. We're going to wait a few seconds between each coat and let it dry really well. Except for the one before the fibers, and I'll talk you through that as we go. So she's going to use, do you want a real mirror? I didn't even think about that. Can you use the computer?
Yeah.
Okay, that was kind of a weird mess the last time we tried it. So using the computer is always a little different than using an actual camera. Try not to get that all over the eyeshadow. So she's going to do an all-over coat of the transplant gel. The transplant gel is just like a regular mascara. It's a very smooth mascara, so it goes on very easily and you don't have to work hard to get clumps out. And remember, layering is good. Light layers is your friend. So she'll do the one and then just wait a second to let it dry so that it doesn't get all over the lid.
I'm like,
and then she's like eyeballs. And then do another. Just go ahead and do a second coat on the top, and then here's the trick. Make sure you have your gel, your fibers already open and ready like she does when you start this coat. This is the coat that's going to grab the fibers and make it stick to your lashes. So if your transplant gel is wet, your fibers will not stick. You want a really good wet coat of gel and then put the fibers. Now Ashlyn has contacts and has worn them for a long time, and she still has no problems with the fibers. These fibers grab that gel and they stick really easily. If she gets the fibers too close to the roots of her eyelashes, next to her eye itself, they can itch and they can bother her. That happened to me the first time I tried it. I was like from root to tip. I loved it. I was so excited about it. Wait a couple of seconds and let that dry before you put the sealing coat on there. If you don't, and the fibers are still wet and they haven't grabbed hold into that transplant gel, when you brush that last coat on, you're just going to pull them off and rearrange them, and you're not going to have them where you want them. So you wait a second. Usually what I do is one eye at a time. So I'll do the base coat of this eye, the base coat of this eye, then I'll go back and do the transplant coat for the fibers, and then do the fibers. And then go to this eye and do the transplant coat for the fibers, do the fibers. And by the time I'm finished with this eye, this one's ready to have the sealant coat. Or if it's a fancy night out and I'm feeling sassy, I'll do a second coat of fibers, but you still have to do that transplant gel between each. Because it's a smoky eye, go ahead and do a second coat of fibers on that eye. So this is dry. She's going to put another transplant gel, and then she's going to put another coat of fibers. You can already tell those lashes are slapping out. And then she's going to go straight to the fibers before it dries. And focus on the tips on this one and really stretch those lashes out. You get 300% volume and lengthening with this mascara. And if you seal it properly, it will stay all day long. They do not come off. Do they? Do you have any problems with it if you seal it correctly?
no.
Very first time I used it, I didn't seal it correctly. I didn't know. I bought my first tube of Unique Fiber, the Moodstruck 3D Fiber lashes from a friend who was having a party. I did it just to kind of help her because I'm a friend. You've all done the exact same thing. And first time I tried it, didn't know what I was doing, didn't watch any tutorials that the hostess posted on the page. I thought, I'm a makeup artist, I've got this, and I really am a makeup artist, aren't I? I've done this for years, 15 years now. It's been 15 years since I started. I know what I'm doing. So I used it the first time. Go ahead and seal it really well. and I didn't seal it. And by 2 hours later, I looked like Mike Tyson had beat me to death. I had fibers all over my face, and I thought, something's wrong. This isn't right. Why are all these people crazy about this mascara? It looks terrible. So I started watching a couple tutorials, and lo and behold, I was doing it wrong. As soon as I figured out how to do it right, my whole world changed. I fell in love, and I loved it so much. I hadn't even tried any of the other products, but I bought into the company. I became a presenter, and I've been slinging mascara ever since. So now what she's doing is sealing that second coat of fibers, and the most important step is to do a very, very good coat on the sealant coat. Now, she's going very slow for you for tutorial purposes, but is this how long it takes you in the mornings?
Oh, no.
No, and me either. It's like slap it on, slap it on, slap it on, slap it on. And then I actually also personally do the hair dryer trick, and that's in one of the other tutorials I posted below on this page, so make sure you go down and look at that. But the final step here would be to go back in and blow those puppies straight up, and you're lashing out and blinging all day. So get really close and tilt your chin up, baby, and look up at the ceiling. Y'all, look at those lashes. I mean, just snap. Lashes to die for. So back up, tilt your head this way, show them nighttime sassiness, daytime, nighttime, daytime. So now you also always want to put a little bit of color on those cheeks, but if you're doing a smoky look, you don't want to put too much color. So there's just a little bit of sweet left on my blush, what I used this morning. It's a natural look. It's not a super sassy look. You'll always want to take that Q-tip and clean up anything that gets a little exciting. Do a sheer gloss, maybe a little Luxe with Pouty Primer, or Pouty Lip Liner, and you are rocking for the day. So have fun, y'all. I hope you liked it. Say bye.
Bye.
Ooh, where'd he go?